Pwede ka na mag-surrender kung ganun po.
Well, I do not agree and I do not support such request. So, masyado ho kayo mabait, Attorney Roque. I'd like to ask Secretary Roque, did you do your due diligence in finding out that Miss Cassandra Ong used to be, or in this case, siya ang magiging lessor ng Whirlwind Company at hindi ng Lucky South, which you claimed trying to distance yourself from that company na palang allergic kayo sa Lucky South 99. Did you do your diligence? And I think, Mr. Chair, no, with all your services to this nation, Secretary Roque, paniwala po ako na isa ho kayo sa magaling na abogado. At hanggang ngayon po, mataas po respeto ko ho sa inyo. Pero basic lang po, no? Rudimentary. I think this is being taught in law school. You have to do your due diligence before accepting any client. Have you at least asked Ms. Cassandra Ong, were you in any way connected with Whirlwind Company or Lucky Strike 99? Hindi niyo ho yun tinanong.
Mr. Chair, ang kaso po kung saan kami kinuha ay ejectment case. So, ang tanging dapat na tignan kong kontrata ay yung upa, yung kontrata ng pag-uupa sa panig po ng Cruz family at sa panig po ng Whirlwind.
Former Secretary Roque, but allow me, Mr. Chair, to further clarify the details that happened in that particular meeting. Mr. Chair, Attorney Roque, magandang umaga po. Yes,
Good morning, Mr. Chair.
Magandang umaga. You mentioned po in the previous committee hearing that some of the officers or officials of Whirlwind Company and perhaps the Lucky South 99 do not and cannot speak English. Am I correct?
Yung pong pagkakaintindi ko, hindi lang po sa Lucky South, pero sa karamihan po ng mga po, sila po talaga nagpapatakbo no electronic kasi kaya rin po nagkakaroon nga sila ng hubs para
Yes.
hindi na sa kahulog.
Yes, Mr. Chair. If I may if I may request the Secretary Roque to just answer representation with yes or no. So yes, I took that as a yes. So, would you know, Mr. Chair, Secretary Roque, does Cassandra Ong, the representative of Lucky South 99, can speak English and understand English?
Well, ang pagkakakilala ko po kay Cassandra, siya po ay marunong mag-Chinese, nag-aral po sa China, at siya nga po ay translator para dito sa mga Lucky South.
So, pwede po siyang magsalita ng Tagalog or
Opo.
Opo. So that does mean that Ms. Cassandra Ong can communicate directly with the Chairman Altenco?
Pwede po.
So pwede. So ibig sabihin po, hindi na ho kailangan, Mr. Chair, that Cassandra Ong does not necessarily need your assistance to go to PAGCOR and have that meeting in relation to RERs that we need to.
Kailangan po kasi nung mga panahon na yon, ang representante ng Lucky South sa PAGCOR ay si Mr. Dennis.
Okay. So let me ask you, Secretary, Mr. How did you meet Cassandra Ong?
Okay.
And when was this and where was this meeting?
Natapos na po yung eleksyon, bumalik na po ako sa pribadong buhay at ako po ay promoting renewable energy project. Tapos pinopromote ko talaga ay yung Stogod Power sa Cebu at hindi po ako nagkakamali, na-meet ko po ang isang representative ng kumpanya ni Cassandra Ong sa isang forum ng renewable energy. At linapitan po ako na meron silang interest kasi doon sa forum po yon nanindigan ako na contrary to the position of many individuals, ang renewable energy, ang solar po ay po pwedeng 100% for loan. Okay. So, yun po yung konteksto na na-meet ko po ang kumpanya ni Cassie Ong.
Yeah, so when did you first discuss with Miss Cassandra Ong about going with her to PAGCOR? When and where did this happen?
Ay, sa same month of July na po, no? Kasi ang palaging kausap ko ay isang CEO ng kumpanya ni Cassie Ong na hindi naman po nasa lumilipad, umaalis. Mukhang MBA type of person po, kaya nga hindi kami nagtagumpay na akuha ng investment sa kanila, no? So si Cassie Ong po ay, ang alam ko, empleyado lang talaga ng Whirlwind, no? At bago pa nga nalaman ko na nag-alkohan yung
So,
Lucky
Mr. Chair,
South.
sorry po. Yes. Ano po?
So
gusto
mga
ko
July
straight-
lang po. July
Yes.
din po. Same
So-
month po of July.
So, si Cassie Ong is the Cassandra Ong that you're
Opo,
mentioning,
opo.
no? Okay.
Siya po yun.
So,
Chair.
when this first meeting, did she, I presume there were subsequent meetings happened, di ba? Because time that you met, sabi mo nga, hindi siya connected with the hardcore license.
Opo, iba
Tama.
po yung
So
representante.
when did the Cassandra Ong approach you and talk about the Pogo and maybe perhaps to accompany her, as you claim you represent the Lisi in case Whirlwind Company? When did that happen?
Buwan na rin po ng July. Doon po niya sinangguni sa akin na nalaman lang nila dahil nakatanggap nga sila ng ulat po sa PAGCOR na naniningil ang PAGCOR.
Would you know, Mr. Chair, would you know kung saan ito nangyari?
Yung pagmi-meeting po
Yes
namin.
po, yung pag-approach niya po sa inyo.
Oo, humingi po sila ng meeting sa isang restaurant dito po sa Resorts World.
So she specifically requested you to go with her to PAGCOR?
Well, ang sabi lang po niya, may problema kami. Ang totoo po niya, ng unang sangguni is, pwede bang idemanda si Dennis Cunanan? I'm sorry to have to say this dahil kilala ko rin po si Cunanan. No? Ang sabi ko, kumuha ka rin ng ibang abogado, kakilala ko si Dennis Cunanan, mga anak namin, magkakaklase, 8 to 12, at kapitbahay ko. So ang sabi ko na lang is, well, humanap kayo ng ibang abogado, pero ang solusyon sa problema mo, pwede naman humingi ng rescheduling utang.
So, ang response po nyo dun sa request niya, I presume is, sabi mo nga, pumamaho kayo sa kanya, no? Gusto ko lang po on record, Mr. Chair, what was the exact response that you gave her when she approached you about these problems?
Well, ang pag-contact po niya sa akin is anong gagawin? Kasi na-dispalkohan daw yung kanilang SC na Lucky South, no? So, ang gusto niya is legal action. Ang sabi ko, hanap po kayo ng ibang abogado kasi kakilala ko po yung dinireklamo ninyo, no? At masama dahil kapitbahay ko pa. So, ang sabi ko, baka matutulungan ko naman kayo na magkaroon ng rescheduling of payment dahil pumapayag naman ng mga gobyerno sa rescheduling of payment, lalo na kung hindi naman talaga consistent masama ang payment rate.
So, at this time, when you met her and asked you, Mr. Chair, Secretary Roque, of these perhaps legal advices, were you already employed by Whirlwind Company?
Hindi pa po. Kasi po, nag-iinganyo nga po ako sa kanila na mamuhunan po sa mga energy projects. So wala pa po kaming professional relationship. It was more of, I wanted them to invest in an project.
So, fast forward po tayo na claim nyo naman po at na-narrate nyo na nga po na you confirmed that you were present during that meeting with
Opo.
Chairman Tenko, no?
Opo.
Yeah. So, sino pong tumawag? Who called the Chairman Tenko or PAGCOR to arrange this meeting?
Well, ang sekretarya ko po ang nag-arrange ng meeting matapos po na nalaman namin na ang pagre-reschedule ng payment is a board decision.
So, your secretary arranged this meeting when you were still not employed by Whirlwind Company?
Well, by that time po, opo, parang accommodation ko lang po sa Whirlwind. At that time po, wala kaming professional relationship other than patuloy ko pong iniinganyo sila na mamuhunan dun sa
So gusto ko lang pong malinawan dito, Mr. Chair, si Cassie Ong approach you do not have any legal or professional relationship with her and told you about her problems with Mr. Dennis Cunanan, and you were not employed at that time during this meeting by Whirlwind Company, and yet you extended the effort of contacting PAGCOR to set up that meeting. Am I correct?
Tama po yun, dahil nga po iniinganyo ko sila na mamuhunan. Parang that's a show of good faith po.
Tatanong ko lang po, bakit ho nyo nagawa yun?
Dahil gusto ko po talagang magkaroon ng relasyon sa Whirlwind na sila po yung mamuhunan doon sa mga energy projects na
Would you confirm this, Chairman Tenko, that the meeting that was took place between among you was arranged or requested by the Secretary of Attorney Roque?
Yes. Week prior to July 20. Got in touch with. They were requesting if it's possible.
You confirm, so you,
I confirm. I confirm.
Secretary, at the time of you and Cassandra's meeting, Chairman Alto, alam ko naman on record na sabi dito, but I just want you to confirm. How much was Lucky South's payables to PAGCOR?
Well, ang pagkakaalala ko po ay $500,000.
And would you know what these payables are for?
Actually, hindi ko po alam kung ano talaga yung nature ng payment. Ang alam ko lang na dispalkuhan, di umano yung kanilang South, and may demand letter yung pa.
Okay, so, so did you tell Cassandra Ong, since sobrang bait nyo naman, in-approach na po kayo, nyo po siyang magkaroon ng meeting with Tenko, then prior to the hiring ng as you as legal agent at legal representation ng Whirlwind, nasabi niyo po ba how would you be able to, for the Lucky Strike to be able to settle these problems with PAGCOR, their problems with?
Well, ang sabi ko po, pwede naman humingi nga ng rescheduling of payment. Pwede naman nabayaran ng gives yung pagkakautang. At pumapayag naman po ang mga korporasyon dyan.
Nasabi din yung Secretary Roque that they need to pay arrears to PAGCOR in them to renew.
Well, yun nga po ang concern nila kasi nagulat sila na may pagkakautang sila at syempre, pag nagkaroon ng pagkakautang yung kanilang kliyente, pwedeng malagay sa alanganin yung kanilang lisen.
How did Lucky South 99 respond to that advice?
Hindi po ako nagbigay ng advice sa Lucky South. Alam na po ni Cassie ang consequences para sa Lucky South kung mababayaran yung utang kasi nag-demand letter po. Sabi na ng PAGCOR na kinakailangan magbayad sila, otherwise magkakaroon ng utang. Pero wala po akong communication doon sa Lucky South. So, alam ko ano.
Yes, okay. So, nagbayad din mo sila ultimately, no?
Na-confirm po.
I'm asking, did they able to?
Yes.
Was there any payment scheme happen?
Payments.
Yeah, payment arrangement between PAGCOR and Lucky South 9.
Leader. That same day, they made the payment of 200. That showed that then time January, sorry, about 6 months to pay off full balance. We're looking at 300,000. That was
So there was no payment scheme, but there was already a payment.
yes. The
Was
same,
the arrears paid in full?
it was paid in tranches because that day itself, while we payment of 100 balance was paid over January 2024.
Yeah, Mr. Chair. Secretary Roque, I'm sure you know the nature of why Cassie Ong requested your presence in that meeting. Am I correct? Because she would not approach you if she would probably know that you have, you have some, at least your presence is really in need there. Kung sa ordinaryo na tao, hindi naman ho magsasama, alam na walang impluensya yung isasama sa tama ho ba? So would you know, for example, did Cassandra Ong, I presume, told you about her problems with Mr. Cunanan? And ano po ba yung mga options na nasabi mo sa kanya apart from, say, for example, paying the amount that they need to pay to PAGCOR?
Yung idea po, mag-arrange ng rescheduling para sa mga pagkakautang ay nanggaling sa akin. Dahil ang tanong nga nila is, anong gagawin namin? Nandismalkohan kami, ang i-demand. Sabi ko, humanap kayo ng ibang abogado, pwedeng i-demanda yan dahil kakilala ko yan. Pero, ang alam ko, pwede namang ayusin yan sa pamamagitan nga na paghihingi. So, nanggaling po yung na akin na. At kampante naman po ako na papayag naman po ang PAGCOR basta nga lang merong faith, no? Meron talaga okay, at ma-explain lang kung bakit sila bayad dahil bago naman sila na-dispalkohan, wala naman sila problema po.
Mr. Chair, at Secretary Roque, you confirmed the Attorney Fernandez testimony that you followed up made PAGCOR regarding the application of Lucky South 99, am I correct?
3 beses po, 2 by text, by telephone call, pero yung telephone call ko po, hindi follow up. It is only a matter of information na nakahanap na ang Lucky South ng abogado para gumawa ng MP na requirement po.
Thank you. Sorry po, Secretary. I'm just wondering po, who requested you to make this follow-up?
Request po ako ni Cassie Ong kasi ang sabi po niya, hindi raw niya makontak si Attorney Quesa, no? At totoo naman po, doon sa tawag ko talagang busy Attorney. So once po, para tanungin ko kung ano yung kulang pang mga documentation, kasi nga po, request ako ni Cassie na hindi raw niya makontak. So sabi ko, well, let's see kung ako kontak ko naman, baka timing lang.
So you're doing this, hired na po kayo as a lawyer of Whirlwind Company?
Opo, nagsimula na po yung kaso kasi 2 weeks after the meeting on July 26, hinire na po niya kami para dun sa case at ang first task nga po namin is event yung execution na ini ng Regional Trial Court.
So alam niyo po, Mr. Chair, Judge, Secretary, that these follow-ups are by nature the lacking documents of Lucky South 99 that they need to comply with PAGCOR. This directly in relation to their application, apart from paying the RERs, their application as well for a license nung sa newly amended guidelines ng Secretary. So you would know, for example, the nature of the follow-ups that it is also for their application for the IGL license. Am I correct?
Tama po yan kasi ang pinag-aawayan nga po yung possession dun sa lugar na ginagamit for PAGCOR. So, concern po si Cassie as the lessor of Lucky South na kung mawawala naman sila dun sa posisyon, wala na rin silang kontrata dun sa POGO kasi nga po, sila yung pinapaalis dun sa possession sa premises na gamit para sa POGO.
So, after, yes po.
That will be your last question, Congressman
They may be
Adjo.
allowed to.
So, what is the pleasure of the member?
I will yield my time to
Okay, there's a office time. So, we'll be allowing Congressman Adjong to bagay ko naman ang
Thank you. Thank you. So,
the chair would like to acknowledge the president. Congresswoman Francis. Can lead for another 5 minutes.
thank you, Mr. Chair. So after learning about this lacking of documents in the application of Lucky South 99 PAG, sino po ba ang whom do you report this, Secretary? May mga documents ka ba na pinapresent sa kanila that may probably help them to comply ultimately with the request appeal for a license after you have follow-up with the PAGCOR? And you learned about these lacking documents. To whom do you report this po?
Well, Mr. Chair,
Since you are according to you, a lawyer of Wilwin Company.
Mr. Chair, pinadalan po ako ng listahan ng requirements ni Attorney Jessa at yung Viber mismo sa akin ni Attorney Jessa, finorward ko lang po kay Cassie Ong.
So have you told advice Cassandra Ong that Lucky South 99 must also comply?
Finorward ko lang po yung text as is mismo ni Attorney Jessa because those were the lacking documents.
So, hindi lang ko tayo maging abogado as an ordinary person. When you extend something to a person, especially if you know that this is of legal consequence, agree ho kayo doon. Kasi tinutulungan nyo, kasi you would not help anybody if you don't agree from the very start of the, say for example, of the request or the application. Would that be correct? On a human level perception, would you at least confirm to this conversation that you agree and you may well support the request of Lucky South 99 for their application for the IGL license?
Hindi naman po. Ganito po kasi yan. Yung pumasok kami sa ejectment, may desisyon na. Meron ng writ of execution na papaalisin ka. So, ang aking tanong, lalaban pa ba tayo sa ejectment dahil ang issue dyan is, meron ka pa bang kliyente na uupa in the first place? Kung wala nang uupa sa'yo, bakit ka palalaban doon sa ejectment? At in fact, ngayon po, yan ang problema ng Whirlwind. No? Kapag natalo sila sa possession, ibigay na namin yung problema sa Pogo doon sa may-ari. So, importanteng malaman din po para malaman ko anong strategy na gagawin namin, no? Kung magkakaroon pa sila ng parokyano doon sa kaupahan nila. Dahil ulitin ko po ha, nung kinuha nila ako, meron ng writ of execution. So actually, sabi ko, this is actually a 60-40 na matatalo na tayo, no? Ang aasahan na lang natin, mapiprevent natin yung execution. Pero dahil talo na sila at meron ng ang tanong din is it worth it to fight? Wala ka rin namang kliyente at hindi rin mabibigyan ng list. O pwede ka na mag-surrender kung ganun po.
Well, I think para sa akin ang pagkakaintindi ko po, no, I'm not refuting your claim, Secretary Roque. You're entitled to your own opinion, but I find it very rather peculiar for a person to extend such assistance if from the very start I do not agree and I do not support such request. So masyado ho kayo mabait, Attorney Roque. Now, in the previous hearing po, Mr. Chair, Secretary, it was your claim that you were acting as for Whirlwind Company because the Whirlwind Company in this case is the agent or the leasee ng Lucky South 99. Am I correct po?
Lessor po sila.
Yes.
Ang
sorry.
lessee po ay
correct me,
Lucky
correct.
South.
Yes.
Opo.
So, tama po. Sorry po. So, you confirm that?
Opo, I confirm that po.
So, did you help either of these corporations prepare a contract of agency?
Hindi po, kasi wala naman akong relasyon sa kanilang, wala po akong relationship doon sa contractual agreement between the lessor and...
So, if there's no proof that there is a contract of agency, being you as the lawyer, I presume that you are well knowledgeable about law. As a lawyer, to Whirlwind, you would probably ask Whirlwind Company if there is contract of agency that is between. Would that be rather peculiar for you not to, is to review if this kind of a relationship between these two entities, considering that you went extended your effort beyond your. As you have, yes. Sorry, but You have, gusto ko lang po maintindihan. Because you even went as further as to arrange a meeting with Lucky South 99 and you nyo ba hiningi or have you any instance ask for a clear proof and evidence of an
Well, nung punto pong yon, ang alam ko sila ang lessee ng mga cruise. So nakita ko po yung lease contract. Now, sinabi rin nila na nagpapaupa sila dyan nga naman in turn sa Lucky South. So nakita ko rin po yung kontrata nila between Whirlwind and Lucky South. So meron po talagang lease contract in turn between Whirlwind and Lucky South. Yun po ang nakita ko.
Congressman Adjong, can I interject something?
Yes, please.
Konti lang at
My pleasure.
medyo nakikinig ako sa inyong discussion and I wanted to be clarified for Secretary Harry Roque. Kasi there are a lot of corporations, no? Marami. Merong Lucky South 99 corporations, may Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated, merong Lucky South 99 Group Incorporated, meron Lucky South 99 Limited Incorporated. These are all interconnected yung mga incorporators. So, basically, iba pa to yung sa tinatawag nating Whirlwind. Ang Whirlwind is more on the real estate. So, ito ang binigyan ng lisensya. Sino ang unang binigyan na lisensya diyan sa tinatawag po nating maraming Lucky South 99?
Hindi ko po alam kasi kahit kailan wala pa ako naging relasyon po sa Lucky South.
Okay. Kung hindi po ninyo alam ay yung ating pong allow me Congressman Adjong para maliwanagan tayo kasi medyo ako yung naguguluhan dito sa Lucky South 99 eh. Ang dami eh. We're talking about Lucky South 99 ha. But when you read all the documents sa SEC saka sa PAGCOR, merong Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated. Meron Lucky South 99 Corporation. Meron Lucky South 99 Limited. Meron Lucky South 99 Group Incorporated. So, yung members ng Lucky South 99 nandito. Sino bang presidente nyo? Julian Linsangan, the third? Nandito? So, Julian Linsangan. Saan ka incorporator? Ay, sandali. Wait. Have you taken your oath? So to all those who are invited for the first time on this hearing, please stand up para ma-administer po yung inyong and the COMSEC is hereby directed to take their oath.
Stand and raise your right hand. Standing for the first time. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this investigation?
Okay, Julia Lisangan the third. Saan ka incorporator?
Good morning, Mr. Chair. Not connected with Lucky South. Po yung,
You are not connected with
Lucky South. Kami po yung
biktima kayo ng identity theft.
Yes, sir.
So, hindi kayo involved dito sa Lucky South 99?
Your Honor, we're not
Kasama mo rin si Marion, Ryan Chua.
Yes, sir.
Hindi rin kayo involved dito? And even Edwin Ang? And si Ronaldin Baterna. Ronaldin Baterna. Ikaw ang incorporator ng Lucky South 99, correct? Corporate secretary ka ng anong kumpanya?
Lucky South.
Lucky South 99 Outsourcing. So sa Lucky South 99 Outsourcing, kailan to i-register sa SEC?
Kasi your trabaho yung
Anong position mo sa Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated?
kasi way back 2019
2020 po, parang
So, you were, okay, inassign ka lang doon sa korporasyon,
opo.
pinapirma ka lang without you contributing anything doon sa korporasyon.
Opo.
Ha? So, dami ka. Ginawa kang dami. Nino?
Ano, 'di ba po 2019 reception. Tapos nung sinabi po nila na parang gagawin po nila akong corporate secretary, parang ano ko na lang.
Kung sino nagsabi sa iyo na ipapasok ka sa Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated?
Yung company po.
Sino nga doon sa company?
Mga admin po.
Sino sa company? Sino yung admin? Sino? Anong pangalan nung nagsabi sa iyo?
Si Ma'am Charlotte po.
Si Charlotte. Anong pangalan ni Charlotte?
Parang siya po yung HR.
Charlotte ano?
Charlotte.
Charlotte C?
Yeah, siya po yung...
So, Chinese siya? Chinese siya?
Opo.
Is she still here?
Wala na po.
So, anong position na siya? Charlotte C?
Pagkakaalam ko po, siya po ay... Kasi siya po yung nag-interview sa akin.
So, in other words, napunta ka doon, Ronaldin Baterna. So, lahat dito kasi makikita namin yung mga signatures mo from Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated. Napapunta ka rin dito sa Lucky South 99 Corporation. Di ba?
Opo.
So, alam mo yung series of the signatures that you have given to these corporations?
Hindi ko po alam.
Basta, pirma ka lang ng pirma?
Opo.
Magkano binayad sa inyo?
Wala po kasi, empleyado po kasi ako. So, nagtatrabaho po talaga.
Wait, sandali.
What do you mean binayad?
Ano?
Ano po yun?
Dahil tinatanong namin kung magkano binayad sa iyo para pumirma ka sa lahat ng korporasyon na to. Kasi, alam mo, parang, it doesn't make sense, ano? It doesn't make sense na pipirma ka sa mga dokumento na kung saan makikita mo, SEC, PAGCOR, di ba? Saan mo mag-iisip ka eh? Mag-iisip ka, ano tong pinipirmahan ko? Ano na to? SEC na to? PAGCOR na to? Gaming na to eh. Tapos, sasabihin mo sa amin dito na pumipirma ka lang dahil walang pabor na binigay sa iyo? Dahil empleyado ka lang? Magkano sweldo mo bilang employee? Magkano yung sweldo?
17. Parang pinromote.
So, 70, naging 20 ka.
3 po.
Ilan taon ka na sa kanila? Hanggang ngayon, 2019 hanggang ngayon, 5 years. 5 years ka na doon at sinasabi, ang sweldo mo mula noon hanggang ngayon is 17, na-level up ka na, 20,000 ka na ngayon.
23 po.
23,000. 23,000. In other words, sinasabi mo na naisahan ka, parang gano'n.
Yung paper man.
I hope you don't mind. Anong natapos mo? Anong natapos mong course?
2 years grad.
Anong course?
Associate.
Associate Computer? Saang school?
Danau po.
Taga Mindanao ka?
Po.
And I think you are educated enough to know that what you are signing is so important that what you are trying to manifest in this committee is unbelievable. Sama parang nagdududa kami dito na it's either wala ka talagang alam or ito ang plano nyong ipaalam sa amin with the connivance of your employer. Kasi you've been there for so many years eh. And you have established relationship. At kami naman dito sa Kongreso, tingin ko, hindi naman tanga mga congressman dito para basta-basta paniwalaan ka namin na pagkatapos na 5 taon na nandun ka, hindi mo binasa 5 taon na nandun ka, nagtatrabaho ka, hindi mo binasa yung SEC, hindi mo binasa yung PAGCOR. Sa lahat ng mga dokumento at lahat ng kanilang mga negosasyon, andun ka. Mula sa Lucky South 99 Outsourcing hanggang sa Lucky South 99 Corporation, kasama ka. Miss Ronelyn Baterna. I think we will be asking more questions in a while. So, nakuha ko na yung timing ko. I will be yielding back his time, but Ronelyn Baterna, please answer truthfully. I think you are hiding something. And later on, we'll be finding it. Okay, go ahead, Congressman Adjong.
Thank you. Secretary Roque, this meeting, or hearing, affirmed by you, validated by you, an agent, lawyer for Whirlwind Company, no? So whenever you represent...
I was an agent. I was a lawyer
sorry, yes,
for Whirlwind.
correct me. What's wrong about that? You're a lawyer of Whirlwind Company. And whenever you represent Whirlwind Company in relation Lucky South 99, I'm sure part of that arrangement is naturally they will pay you for whatever representation you would make in the advantage of your client. Am I correct?
Well, hinire po nila ako para sa kaso. So, I do not have a general retainers with them. I have a specific agreement to handle the ejectment case, no? Which started in the RTC of Angeles, and then we elevated the case to the Court of Appeal.
So you never asked by Whirlwind Company extra client because according to you, you're limited to that particular case?
Yes po. As soon as
So
we
bakit
signed
po?
the client engagement memo, we were limited to handling that ejectment case.
Kayo nandoon sa meeting, and why did you do some follow-ups?
Well, as I said po, nung time na nag-meeting kami, hindi pa po kami hired officially for any legal engagement. It was more of trying to convince them to invest in the energy projects that I was promoting, Your Honor.
Kailan po kayo, Ms. Joint Secretary, kailan ko pa, may we know kung kailan ho kayo na-hire?
Well, na-file po namin. I submitted the documents po sa RTC Angeles second week of August.
No, when your legal service was when legal services started with the Whirlwind Company, would you know what date was this?
Well, there is a specific date, but I think it is 1 week before we filed the motion in the RTC of Angeles. Because when we found out what had happened, ang first remedy namin is to ask the RTC of Angeles to recall the writ of execution that they had already issued.
I'm sure, Mr. Chair, Secretary, I'm sure you have a document, no? Official document that you are sabi mo nga, you contest the question of Torres, Congresswoman Beatrix. Previous, kasi there was no client attorney relationship between you and Lucky South 99. So I presume, following that logic of yours and your explanation, you would probably have a document that would testify that you were hired by Whirlwind Company. Would you be so kind enough as to give us a copy?
That is covered by attorney-client privilege.
Okay.
However, I would like to add...
Yeah, but since magbait ka naman, Secretary, kasi nag-extend ka ng extra effort, maybe we can also tap that humanity of yours inside you to provide this committee. It's not something that you should be hiding because you're entitled naman to accept any legal arrangement with any companies in any corporation. Am I
Not for
correct?
me. It is not for me, Mr. Chair. It is for the client. But as far as the attorney-client privilege is concerned, that's sacrosanct po in the legal profession. Now, I would like to add po na although it is true that there could be an attorney-client without a written contract and without payment of services, the Supreme Court and the Code of Canons of Professional Responsibility takes the perspective of the client on when the attorney-client relation exists. In Canon 3 of the said rules, of the said canons, the attorney-client begins as soon as the client reposes the confidence on an attorney to perform legal services. Now, but according to case law, in the first place, there must be a contract between the client and the attorney. There must be a meeting of the minds. Kaya nga pong sinasabi ko, although I represented an agent of Lucky South, that did not make Lucky South my client. Para rin po yan, since mga airlines, merong silang mga handling agencies, pwede kong maging kliyente ng handling agency na hindi ko magiging kliyente yung airline itself. No? So yan po talaga yung nangyari. No? So as I said po, even if it were true, I represented Lucky South, ganun po ang trabaho ng abogado. Kaya lang, why will I say that I represented Lucky South na wala naman po talagang legal representative?
Balikan ko lang po yung
Last
tanong ko.
two question.
Mr. Chair, may I extend for another 1 minute or 2?
Last two question.
2 questions. Okay. Ala ko 2 minutes na, 2 questions. So, balikan ko lang po, Mr. Chair, sa Secretary. So, roughly, kung marirecall nyo po, kailan po kayo na-hire ulit ng company? This is a week prior to the filing of your case in...
1 week before po,
When was
prior.
this? When was
This
this?
is the first week already of August.
August of what year?
Of 2023.
22. So, the good thing, Mr. Chair, that you've mentioned about yung sabi mo, dalawa, Mr. Chair, no, sa ating mga kababayan na nakikinig ngayon, mukhang naku-confuse nga sila sa Whirlwind Company and sa Lucky South 99. That's why we are trying to digest, inquire further kung ano ba talaga itong dalawang entities. These are two different entities because the fact that they've entered into an agreement, it proves that they're two separate entities, no? So, I have here, Mr. Chair, and I would like to cite itong lease agreement between, and by the way, may I ask, Secretary Roque, and maybe Chairman Tenko, would you know in that meeting who represented whom? I mean, these are two entities, no? Whirlwind Company and South Lucky 9. Would you know which or either of the two, Secretary Roque and and Cassie Ong, represented whom or what? Or are you still also confused at that time because you thought they're still the same, one and the same?
No, first of all, very clear in my mind. No discussion on. I think more important to know the fact that Whirlwind has no relationship. Whirlwind never licensed or had any other PAGCOR. PAGCOR. For us, Whirlwind does nothing. Because never had a license, never applied for it, issued a license. Sa amin po, liwanag po sa amin, si Cassie Ong, tapos si Cassie Ong, para
That's a Lucky South
ipakiusap
99.
yung arrears ng Lucky South na current time ay isang license PAGCOR dahil nabigyan siya kung nakarang PAGCOR. O, Cassandra wala po naman. Never was there any discussion about work. And Sandra PAGCOR.
Thank you, Chairman. Secretary Roque, what is your take on that? Kasi mukhang klaro naman ata sa kay Secretary Tenko that you were there in that meeting and you were with Cassie Ong, who apparently was connected. I guess she's still connected with Lucky South 19. How can you convince us that there has nothing to do, your presence there has nothing to do with Lucky South 99, Mr. That you were there simply because you are representing Whirlwind Company, whose legal services that you have signed with this company is purely limited to the case that you have filed prior to your being hired by this company. So doon lang ako nagka-confuse. I'll give you, Mr. Chair, I'll give you time, Mr. Chair, to respond to that.
Yes,
Secretary
maraming
Roque.
salamat, Mr. Chair. Nandun po si Cassandra Ong bilang ahente ng Lucky. Pero gaya ng sinasabi ko, yung pagiging ahente niya does not make her a shareholder or an officer of Lucky South. And since I represented an agent, ang ibig sabihin po, ang kliyente ko yung ahente. Wala pong pagkakaiba yan, for instance, doon sa mga ground handler sa airport. Pwede kong maging kliyente yung ground handler, for instance, yung Mia Score. Pero hindi ibig sabihin nyo na palibasa nagbibigay ng serbisyo ang Mia Score sa Cathay, kliyente ko yung Cathay. So I rendered service to an agent of Lucky South, and obviously she was there to make sure that the interest of their principal would be protected dahil nga na-disqualify. So the answer is, Cassie Ong was there as an agent. And in fact, in the rules of PAGCOR, pinakailangan magkaroon sila ng representative, an agent who will represent the different licensees of PAGCOR. And it is not a requirement that the agent becomes a shareholder or an officer. In fact, after that meeting was when Sandra Ong became a representative of Lucky Star. And if the good chairman will recall, kasi sabi ko, naalala ko, sabi niya, naku yan, Dennis Cunanan, palitan niyo yan. Hindi mabuting tao yan, no? Palitan mo na yan. At after that meeting, naging representative po si Cassie Ong ng Lucky South. But the meeting po, on record na representative was still Dennis Cunanan, which Mr. Cunanan disputed the last time. Sabi niya, a month before, hindi na siya ang representative. Pero sa officially, in the records of PAGCOR, I am 100% sure po, as of the date that we met, it was Dennis Cunanan. Kaya nga po kinakailangang tulungan si Sandra Ong kasi pwedeng hindi siya pansinin. Dahil bakit ka papansinin PAGCOR, hindi ka representative ng licensee. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. And this happened despite the fact that you were hired by Whirlwind Company, not in any way connected to Lucky South 99. Mr.
Opo.
Chair, yes, no, that is a manifestation I do not record. Mr. Chair, I have here the agreement. This agreement between Whirlwind Company, the lessor, and the lessee, in this case, Lucky South 99, also. This was signed, and the fictivity of the term of the lease commenced on November 5, 2019 up to November 4, 2022. The representative of Whirlwind Company, meaning the lessor, was, I don't know if she's still connected with the Whirlwind Company, Miss Stephanie B. Mascareñas. And the lessee, in this case, Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated, is Miss Catherine Cassandra L. Ong. So this is the same person, an individual, na nandoon po sa meeting nung nangyari po yung up na yon with PAGCOR Chairman Altenco. Now, what is peculiar, Mr. Chair, is prior to the expiration, the term of the lease, which is November 4, 2022, and this is the first, there was a subsequent lease that took place. No? Same two parties, Whirlwind Corporation and Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated, and the lease agreement, term of the lease, will commence on January 1, 2021 up to January 1, 2024. So ibig sabihin po, Mr. Chair, nag-overlap, hindi pa nag-expire, nag-lease uli sila. Ganun ho sila ka-confident sa bawat isa. Yung trust and confidence is too high that even prior to the expiration of the lease, they already signed a subsequent lease agreement again. What is so peculiar and so maybe perhaps that attracts this committee's attention is that Miss Catherine Cassandra L. Ong, who represented Lucky South 99 in the first lease agreement contract, is now representing Whirlwind Corporation. And Miss Wanda that one that signed this contract represented Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated is now, this time, Miss Ronilyn Paterna. So makikita nyo po, kaya po kami nako-confuse that these are two entities, corporations, and yet the person running these companies are one and the same. Andito po, Mr. Chair. Ang unang list, Sandra Ong, lessor, Whirlwind Company, Stefan Mascareñas, Whirlwind Company, lessor siya, Catherine Cassandra Ong, Lizzie, Lucky South 99, tapos sa pangalawang kontrata, nagpalit. Si Miss Sandra Ong naman ngayon ang lessor. At ang Lizzie is Miss Ronilyn Paterna, Mr. Chair. And also, it is quite, parang nakaka-striking din yung isa sa mga sa dokumentong ito that this was signed by the same lawyer, Attorney Maria Gracia Dioco. Same po. Same ang nag-notarize po ng dokumentong ito. So, ibig sabihin, sa mga ating mga nanonood po, klaro na po na tama, dalawang company ito, dalawang kumpanya, pero run by the same person. I'd like to ask Secretary Roque, did you do your due diligence in finding out that Miss Cassandra Ong used to be, or in this case, siya ang magiging lessor ng Whirlwind Company at hindi ng Lucky South, which you claim trying to distance yourself from that company na palang allergic kayo sa Lucky South 99. Did you do your diligence? And I think, Mr. Chair, no, with all your services to this nation, Secretary Roque, paniwala po ako na isa ho kayo sa magaling na abogado. At hanggang ngayon po, mataas po respeto ko ho sa inyo. Pero basic lang po, no? Rudimentary. I think this is being taught in law school. You have to do your due diligence before accepting any client. Have you at least asked Miss Cassandra Ong, were you in any way connected with Whirlwind Company or Lucky Strike 99? Hindi niyo ho yun tinanong.
Mr. Chair, ang kaso po kung saan kami kinuha ay ejectment case. So, ang tanging dapat na tignan kong kontrata ay yung upa, yung kontrata ng pag-uupa sa panig po ng Cruz family at sa panig po ng Whirlwind. So I cannot go beyond that po kasi ang kasuhan lang, ejectment between the Cruz and Whirlwind. So hindi naman po at issue sa ejectment case yung lease contract between Whirlwind and Lucky South. So wala pong dahilan ako mag-inquire doon sa client, doon sa kontrata between Whirlwind and Lucky South dahil hindi naman po sila yung nagdidimantahan. And I would like to underscore nga po na nung pumasok kami, meron ng writ of execution. So nakabinbin na po yung kasong yun.
Yeah, but
So
Mr.
sa
Chair,
due diligence po, ejectment case, sa mga abogado po, napakasimple po niyang ejectment case na yan. It's even covered by rules of summary procedure. At kung ikaw hahawak ng kaso, titignan mo yung kontrata. Meron bang breach of contract sa contract of lease? So, hindi po complicated itong kasong ito. Kaya lang, ang aking naging assessment, na-deprive ng due process ang Whirlwind kasi nga, nag-aawayan yung mga Cruz siblings. At nagpanggap itong tatay, si Roberto, na siya pala siya yung registered owner, naniniwala naman itong Whirlwind, hindi naman pala siyang registered owner. At nung dinimanda sila sa lower court, siya pa ang kumuha ng abogado at hindi sinabi sa Whirlwind na dinimanda sila ng mga anak niya. Yan po yun, no? So as far as due diligence is concerned, in an ejectment case, as a lawyer, kung ano po yung material na kontrata, is the lease contract only in the lessor and the lessee between the Cruz family and Whirlwind Corporation po. Dahil yun lang po ang hinawakan kong kaso.
yeah, pero I think this is material, no? The lease is in fact the very fundamental, very material to any test, no? I think no, I do not, Mr. Chair, Secretary, no, I do not question your knowledge on sa pagdating po sa batas. Sabi ko nga po, mataas po ang respeto ko sa inyo. Ang hindi ko lang maintindihan, perhaps I shared this with our common tao, average-minded person listening to us and watching this committee. But nagkaganon. If we follow your logic, Mr. Chair, and your justification, that you are exclusively limiting your service to this particular case that you have filed involving eviction case, why did you have to PAGCOR's meeting and then make some follow-ups? And then it apparently, based on these records, same Cassandra Ong, who at the time when you PAGCOR and with the meeting, license nila ay naging connect din sa sa Whirlwind Company, which said na doon yun ko maintindihan. Sinasabi niyo ngayon sa committee ito that you are limited, you find it not material anymore to ask Whirlwind Company or Lucky South 99 with in terms of their contract with Lucky South 99, and yet kasi limited ka lang doon sa eviction, and yet you went overboard. Yun po hindi ko maintindihan. Which in this case, Mr. Chair, masyado na mahaba yung pagtatanong ko. I'm sure many of our colleagues here would ask similar questions kasi doon ho nagkakaroon ng problema. Ganito lang po, Mr. Chair, and I would close this with my manifestation. Mr. Chair? Mr.
Okay.
Chair,
Yes,
for
Congressman
my
Adjong.
manifestation.
You want me to interject something
Yes.
before you finish your interpellation?
Maybe
in
after my manifestation, maybe after my manifestation.
in relation to sa issue mo eh. Tapos na ng
yes,
questioning. Sige, okay, go ahead.
My manifestation. Kanina po, inamin naman po ni Secretary Roque na sa law, sa practice of law, and this was the question I asked him in the previous committee hearing, that hindi naman kailangan talaga ng magkaroon ng formality that you have to sign with your kasi pag law yung definition po ng Supreme Court yung practice of law, and I agree with him now. He agrees with how the Congresswoman Jerby Beatrix Luistro. Now I'd like to, Mr. Chair, and this is not in any way to contest or to even engage in legal discussion with Secretary Roque. Who am I to contest his legal opinion on the matter? But this is already a decided case, pertains to the lawyer-client relationship. Very much connected with the sinasabi ng Supreme Court definition nila with the practice of law. Kasi nga po yung participation po ni Secretary Roque dito sa usaping ito, yung legal services na binigay niya according to him sa Whirlwind Company. And in Burby versus Magulta, sinabi po, a lawyer-client relationship was established from the very first moment complainant asked respondent for legal advices regarding the former's business. To constitute professional employment, it is not essential that the client employed the attorney professionally on any previous occasion. It is not necessary that any retainer be paid, promised, or charged. Neither it is material that the attorney consulted did not afterward, Mr. Chair. And with this new development that we learned na dalawang entities, similar persons running these companies, whatever explanation that we have from Secretary Roque, the bottom line, Mr. Chair, is it benefited a lot Lucky South 99, which is far from the legal services it was offered and accepted by him between himself, Mr. Chair, and Whirlwind Company. Thank you, Mr. Chair, for that opportunity.
Chair,
Marami pong salamat,
Mr.
Secretary
Chair,
Roque,
if you please,
sa inyong response.
Mr. Chair,
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, could I briefly just cite also a case?
Yes. You have 2 minutes. Okay, go
Okay.
ahead.
I do not dispute that case po kasi sinasabi lang noon hindi kinakailangan magbayad ng attorney, kinakailangan magbiruan. Pero
Mr. Chair, that
itong
was not
kaso
a
pong
question.
ito,
That was a
okay.
manifestation.
Wait.
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
Point of order, Mr.
Apa.
Chair. Point of order,
Chairman,
Mr. Chair.
point of
Apa,
order.
Wala mo na, this chair is speaking. Okay,
Well-
what's the pleasure of Congressman Adjong?
That was a manifestation, Mr. Chair. It wasn't a question.
So, no,
So with all due respect po to Secretary Roque, whom I still I do not need any response from him.
okay, thank you so much.
Mr. Chair?
The next interpellator will be Congressman
Mr.
Busita.
Chairman.
But for the meantime,
I
before we proceed, the chairman would like to acknowledge the presence of Congressman Delmar Magsino and Representative of Tina Dominic Pichetina C. Pancho. And also our Secretary General, Sir Velasco, you are so welcome in this committee. Pagcor, may tanong lang ako kay Attorney Fernandez, Attorney Maris Fernandez. Kasi with all your documents that you have submitted here, nakita ko yung Lucky South 99 outsourcing. Dalawang dokumento to na merong structure. Is this a requirement for applying for the license?
One of the requirements
Organizational chart. At sa organizational chart, napansin ko, yung Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated, nakalagay dito yung unang presidente, si Shang Li Ji, and then si Catherine Ong, yung corporate secretary, and then si Dennis Cunanan, yung corporate communication and government relations. Is this correct?
Yes. Yes, sir.
So,
Yes.
is this accurate na paano nyo nabe-verify yung mga structure ng organization?
Sir, for that purpose po, yan pa lang po yung pinapakita nila during the application period. And then, tinitingnan po yan kung sila yung sumasama sa monitoring team natin, kung sila po talaga yung naggagawa ng mga ganyang functions based sa organizational part.
Like for example, in this one structure, organizational structure, the name of former Secretary Roque was written on this organizational chart. And this was certified true copy, signed by you. So, you vouch for the authenticity that all members or all official of this corporation is legitimate.
Okay, sir, so sa pagkaka-certified true copy po yan, sinertify ko po ito na yan po talaga ang pinasa ng Lucky South 99 Incorporated in their new application po for an internet game license. So, hindi pa po yan na-verify, and we would like to clarify that that application po was denied by PAGCO. So,
okay. So, in
part
other
lang
words,
po yan ng requirements.
So in
po
other
nila.
words, this application that was filed by Lucky South was denied. Yung outsourcing na denied,
Yung incorporated na, sir.
yes,
Yung wala na po yung
Lucky South
outsourcing.
99 Outsourcing Incorporated.
Yes,
This
sir.
was denied,
Yes, sir.
and then ang naaprubahan natin yung Lucky South 99 Corporation.
Bali, sir, ang una niyang pangalan po sa PAGCOR noong 2019 to 2023, sir, is Lucky South Outsourcing Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated. And then sa pinasa po nila na bagong SEC documents this year, Lucky South 99 Incorporated na lang
Okay.
po, sir.
So Secretary Larry Roque, and you have denied this do sa alagay po tayo do sa
Yes, Your
structure,
Honor.
no? You denied that.
Yes,
This.
Your Honor.
And as a matter of fact, medyo this corporation hindi na aprubahan ng PAGCOR.
Yes, Mr. Chair, tama po.
Okay. So before I recognize Congressman Pante ba o si ano? Ikaw muna. Sige, you are recognized. Go ahead. Sige.
It's just a short rejoinder or going back to my manifestation kanina po after your opening remarks. Mr. Chairman, upon reading the reply of Ronaldo and the Cruz po, they mentioned about malicious accusation of former Secretary Harry Roque with regards to the contract between the CIP and so, Mr. Chairman, with that, again, my manifestation a while ago that was probably this hearing will not end today because we have, with this letter, Mr. Chairman, I move that we will invite again the Cruz family because they have their letter refuting the malicious accusation, quote-unquote, of Secretary Harry Roque.
Okay, we will serve in the pleasure of these two committees, and of course, if the motion is this a motion?
My motion is to invite, Mr. Chairman.
The Cruz family.
Yeah, the Cruz family.
Again.
Okay, so there was a motion, no, to invite the Cruz family owns the property in Porac, and there was a second motion. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the said motion is now approved. So thereby, we will have another hearing. Okay. Sige. So we will be proceeding to the next interpellator, Congressman Abante. You are now recognized.
Thank you. There. Well, I'd like to find out. I read the letter of former Andrea Domingo. Mr. Chair, I'd like to find out if they also have submitted a medical certificate attached to her letter. Yeah.
What's the query of the chairman of Committee on Human
I
Rights?
read the letter of Andrea Domingo that she cannot attend because of health issue. I'd like to find out if there's any medical certificate attached to it, because under our rules, anyone that's invited that has health issues must also submit a medical certificate to the chair.
I
The
believe
presence of Chairman Andre Domingo here is very important.
If you want to ask the question, Congressman Abante, with regard to the letter that was submitted by former PAGCOR Chief Domingo, andito po yung, I think the lawyer is here. The lawyer of Andrea Domingo. So you can ask him about the medical attachment, medical record, or medical.
Where is the lawyer of Mr. Chair? Kinakailangan ba mag-oath muna to, Mr. Chair? Or before he answers?
Ano lang naman to? Yes or no lang. Have you what do you call this? Secure a medical certificate coming from a doctor pertaining to the health condition of people, na? Or they will provide in the next hearing. Did that suffice your query?
No, it does not, Mr. Chair, because I believe that
So what's the pleasure of the chairman of the Committee on Human Rights?
the medical certificate must be attached here to the letter of former Chairman Andrea Domingo.
So what's the pleasure?
So, well, you know, I really would like to make a motion, issue a show cause. But of course, this will be the last hearing we're going to have before the quad hearing. So I'm not going to make a motion anymore.
Okay, thank you so much. And not the policy, but our tradition and our somehow rule na we invite them twice. Kapag tayo po ay hindi pinagbigyan, then we issue. Okay, so for the meantime, we'll be proceeding the next. You are the interpellator. Congressman
Mag-interpolate
Abante.
pa ako.
Go
yes.
ahead.
So, I'd like to ask a question to sino yung lady that asked a while ago, Mr. Chair, who became the incorporator of what do you call that?
Lucky South 99,
Lucky South 99.
Outsourcing Incorporated.
I would like to ask a question to her, Mr. Chair.
Si Misa Baterna.
Miss Paterna, di po ba kayo pinressure na maging member ng na maging incorporator? Yung po ba ay ayon sa inyong kalooban o pinressure kayo? Sapagkat kanina binanggit ninyo, wala kayong alam eh.
Wala po talaga akong alam kasi yung instruction, dagdag.
Therefore, Mr. Chair, kung yan dagdag niyo, hindi po dagdag na responsibility niyo maging incorporator. Eh. Kung hindi mo alam yan, ibig sabihin, inaamin mo sa committee ito, you were pressured to be a part of the incorporation. Pinressure kayo. Aminin nyo na po dito na you were pressured.
Hindi naman po.
Ayon
Kasi,
sa
kasi po yung instruction.
That's what I'm saying, Mr. Chair, no? Yun ang instruction sa inyo. Ibig sabihin, na-pressure kayo sa instruction sa inyo. Tama ho, mali, Mr. Chair. Yun ang empleyado kayo dun eh. Empleyado kayo. Oh. Di ba parang hindi tama na empleyado ka lang, magiging member ka ng korporasyon. Oh, kayo ay empleyadong sumisweldo and you were instructed. Therefore, Mr. Chair, kung mag-asabi kang totoo ngayon, alright, yung instruction sa'yo, na-pressure ka na maging incorporator ng anong company yun? Lucky South. Na-pressure ka sa instruction. Correct. Tama. Bakit mali? You were instructed. You were instructed. Ibig sabihin, doon sa instruction, sumunod ka. Correct? Sumunod ka. Am I right? Pakisagot po. Pakisagot na.
Apa.
Yan. Therefore, kung sumunod ka sa instruction, na-pressure ka.
Congressman Abante, I think Ronaldin Baterna brought along with her lawyers. Meron kang lawyer, di ba? Wow.
But of course,
Sige,
Mr. Chair.
wait, Congressman Abante. So, sino mga lawyers na kasama po ninyo?
NF,
Ano po?
FC Merales.
Andyan po ba sila? So, sino nagbayad po ng lawyer ninyo? Sino po?
Josel Villa.
Sino po nagbayad ng lawyer ninyo? Kayo po? Ikaw pa? Ikaw ba nagbayad? Sino nagbayad? Hindi, tinatanong ko lang kung sino nagbayad ng lawyer mo kasi may kasama kang lawyer. Sino nagbayad ng lawyer mo? Kinontak mo lang? Walang bayad dyan? Wala? Okay, lawyer. Sige. Tingnan natin kung sino lawyer.
Sino po yung lawyer?
Asan yung lawyer ninyo? Can you kindly sit beside the Ronaldin Baterna? Can you please state your name?
Good afternoon. Alias.
Anong firm po kayo? Anong firm? Law firm?
NFC Alias Law.
Sino pong nag-hire sa inyo? Did you take your oath?
No, not yet.
Can you please stand up and we'll consider her as our resource speaker.
Raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth?
Okay, sa attorney. So, sino po nag-hire sa inyo?
As far as my
Lucky South,
yes.
99.
Yes, Mr.
sabi kasi ni Baterna, ni Miss Baterna, kinontak lang daw kayo. So, sino kumontak sa inyo? Lucky South 99 o si Miss Baterna?
Sir, I am only... As for us, that matter...
Pero Lucky South po ang nag-contact sa inyo.
Yes, yeah.
So, ang ibig sabihin, sinungaling si Baterna. Kasi sabi niya, kinontak ka niya eh. Kinontak ka ba niya?
Your Honor,
So, siya ang kumontak sa inyo?
contact, we were in...
Siya ba yung kumontak o other people from the Lucky South 99? Siya ba o others?
I am not privy, Mr. to...
Di ba you will be representing the Lucky South 99, and you must know the details about your representation. And I think it is incumbent upon you to know all the details. It's like going to the battle without ammunition. Attorney, I'm not an abogado, pero ako kapag humaharap ako sa gera, I'm full of bala, di ba? You should also, di ba? So simple lang naman yung tanong namin eh, di ba?
Yes.
O sino yung kausap niyo po sa Lucky South 99? Can you kindly ask your boss? I'll give you time. You call and ask sino ang kausap niyo sa Lucky South 99. Okay? And we'll be going back to you. Sige, Congressman Abante, in a while, be going back to the attorney para at least malaman po natin kung sino kumontak. Kasi, it's klaro dito na medyo, Ronaldin Baterna, I think you are lying. You are lying. Kaya, mamaya, sabihin mo na yung nalalaman mo because this will help you a lot. Sige, Congressman
tuloy ko lang.
Abante.
Ano po yung vision ninyo when you were receiving 17,000?
Receptionist.
Okay,
Under admin.
receptionist ka. Alright? Ikaw ay ang iyong tapos associate, no? 2 years lang. Alright. Nung ikaw ay binigyan ng 23,000 a month, ano ang posisyon niyo yan?
Sabi lang po,
Ano yon?
pare nga, paper.
So, ibig sabihin, yung 23,000 pesos a month na tinatanggap mo, ang iyong position is corporate secretary ng korporasyon. Yun po ba?
Admin pa rin, under admin.
Tandali lang, hindi mo ko sinasagot ang maayos eh. Alright. Kaya mo kanina, Mr. Chair, ikaw ay naging corporate secretary at dahilan dyan, itinaas ang sweldo mo ng 23,000. Tama. Therefore, kung corporate secretary ka, hindi ka lang sa admin. Ikaw ay corporate secretary ng korporasyon. Tama, mali? Okay. Yung ba, alam mo o hindi mo alam?
Hindi po.
See? Ibig sabihin, Mr. Chair, kung hindi mo alam yan, na-pressure ka. Pinressure ka, na-pressure ka. Mr. Chair. Sagutin mo lang kung tama o mali. Na-pressure ka. Tama.
Hindi po.
Teka. Alam mo, under oath ka, di ba? You're under oath. You're under oath. Alam niyo bang ibig sabihin ng under oath?
Opo.
Na magsasabi ka ng totoo. Alright. Now, sa akin, Mr. Chair, ang nagsasabi ng totoo, sapagkat ka, ikaw ay na-promote bilang corporate secretary ng korporasyon, hindi ng admin. Hindi mo alam. Therefore, kung hindi mo alam, ginawa kang corporate secretary ng korporasyon na hindi mo alam, sabihin na pressure ka.
Hindi naman po kasi nga po pagkakaalam clerical.
Mr. Chair, I think that Erna is even confused on her position, that I believe she was pressured and that she is not actually right. I do not know if her lawyer was the one that told her that. Anyway, I would like to...
And for your information also, Congressman Benny Abante, that the same law firm na naging lawyer ni Paterna is also the one who filed a motion to quash the search warrant na isinerve po sa PORAC. So, sila rin po yung NFC law firm, Reales Law Office. And we're asking yung si attorney siguro you can ask the question, Chairman Abante, about kung sino doon sa Lucky South 99 ang kumontak sa kanila. You have to find out kung sino talaga yung kumontak.
Gusto ko lang po sabihin kami na kinakailangan kabahan dito takot. Nais lang natin malaman ang katotohanan. Lang nais natin malaman. So, Miss Paterna, nabanggit mo ang kumontak, pero sinabi ng abogado, hindi ikaw. Ang talagang iyan ay abogado ng Lucky South. Sila ay abogado ng Lucky South. Therefore, hindi ikaw ang kumontak, kundi ang kumontak noon ay yung officers ng Lucky South. Am I right?
Alam, Ronaldin Paterna, again, alam mo, baka we will be forced to cite you in contempt, kasi kanina nagsinungaling ka na sinabi mo na ikaw ang kumontak, But unfortunately, the line of questioning of Congressman Abante leads to something, pero refusing to answer. And alam mo, kung bago ka lamang dyan, we will be considerate. Kasi 5 taong ka na dyan eh. Like for example, to sila Julian Linsangan, Edwin Siang, Marion Ryan Chua. Bago lang po ba kayo o nagtatrabaho din kayo sa kanilang kumpanya, sa other companies? Wala kayong connection sa mga companies na to? Yeah, so identity theft yung kanila. Well, si Julian Lansangan, si Edwin Siang, si Marion Ryan Chua, kasi sila yung mga bagong incorporators ng Lucky South 99 Corporation. Kasi you have to understand that yung Whirlwind, yun yung sa real estate, yung nagpapagawa ng development. Pero pagdating sa pagkuha ng lisensya sa PAGCOR, ang ginamit po na nilang una ay Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated. And then nag-file sila ng articles of incorporation na citing all the amendments. At ang pinalit nila sa Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated ay Lucky South 99 Corporation. So, yun na po yung bagong pangalan. Kasi nga, hindi na-aprobahan sa PAGCOR yung Lucky South 99 Outsourcing. Kaya ang ginawa po nila, nag-file sila ng amendment at binago nila yung mga incorporators. At doon pumasok sila Julia, sila Linsangan. Doon kayo pumasok sa Lucky South 99 Corporation. Am I correct? Then tinatanong ko kung doon po kayo kasama sa Lucky South 99 Corporation.
Yes.
Diba? Doon kayo kasama. And before that, Lucky South 99 Corporation, yung outsourcing. Yung outsourcing na Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated, doon kasama si Cassandra Leong. Siya ang incorporator doon at nung binago to sa amendment, tinanggal na si Cassandra Leong at siya na ang naging representante at ng Whirlwind Corporation. In other words, talagang makikita mo na yung kanilang mga corporations are intertwined as well. Na meron lang ginamit ng mga incorporators na mga bogus. Bogus sila eh. Hindi sila kasama doon sa original eh. Pero to si Ronaldin Paterna, kasama siya mula una hanggang huli. Hanggang ngayon, kasama ka, Ronaldin Paterna. Kasama ka sa Outsourcing Incorporated ng Lucky South 99. Kasama ka sa Lucky South 99 Corporation when it was amended.
Mr. Chair.
Yes.
Gusto lang i-establish dito. Miss Paterna, naawa ako sa iyo kasi hindi mo alam eh. Marami kang hindi alam. Ibig sabihin, iibahin ko yung question ko. Ibig sabihin, nagamit ka. Tama o mali? Hindi mo alam eh. Nagamit ka, correct? Tama o mali? Ano po yun? Ano po yun?
Ando lang. So,
Well,
parang
look,
wala po akong...
Ang korporasyon po na kinabibilangan ng mga foreigners, ang 60% po niyan dapat Pilipino. Ang 40% dapat foreigners. So ilan po ang share ninyo? Ilan ang share ninyo sa korporasyon na yan?
Wala po.
So corporate secretary ka, incorporator ka, pero wala kang share, correct? Sino ang may hawak ng 60% share?
Hindi ko po alam.
Sino ang ibang Pilipinong incorporator dyan?
Hindi ko po sila kilala.
Sir, may establish dito, hindi niya alam kung sino yung mga Pilipino incorporator at hindi niya alam dapat ang korporasyon sa Pilipinas merong 60% share ng Pilipino, 40% ang share ng foreigner. Sino po yung foreigner na merong share dyan na incorporator? So hindi mo yun alam kung sino yung Chinese na incorporator dyan. Hindi mo kilala kung sino ang presidente at chairman ng korporasyon?
Hindi po.
So, corporate secretary ka, ikaw ang nililista ng lahat, ikaw ang nagre-record ng lahat, pero hindi mo alam ang pangulo ng korporasyon.
Hindi po, kasi hindi po.
Kaya lang, ikaw ang corporate secretary, Mr. Chair. So ito establish natin, hindi mo kilala ang presidente ng korporasyon. Hindi mo rin kilala ang chairman ng korporasyon.
Hindi po.
Hindi mo rin kilala ang mga Filipino incorporators.
Hindi rin po.
Mr. Chair, nasubmit ko sa committee ito ang testimony ni Ms. Paterna na siya po ay ginamit at na-pressure kahit hindi niya inaamin.
Congressman Batcubante, I think this person is withholding her knowledge about a lot of things. I truly believe on that. Why? Because she's been there for 5 years. 5 taon na sila magkakasama. At kung titignan mo ang mga dokumento, mula nung una, na ginawa pa lamang po yung Lucky South 99 Outsourcing Incorporated, isa na siya doon. Naging Lucky South 99 group pa yan. Tapos naging corporation. And now, you're denying na wala kang alam. And I believe dito medyo pinaiikot tayo nito. And I'll be holding back, no? Yung ating nararamdaman sa ngayon because medyo itong si Ronaldin Baterna being there for the longest time, no? We don't believe that you don't know the president. You don't know the members. You don't know the other incorporators. You don't know Cassandra Ong?
Sandra Ong, kilala ko po.
Gaano mo na siya katagal kasama? Nakakita mo siya, nakakausap?
Hindi.
Hindi mo siya nakakausap for 5 years?
Hindi.
Alam mo, nagsisinungaling talaga tong batang to.
Mr. Chair.
And I believe that hindi ka lalagyan ka rito, Baterna. Maniwala ka sa akin because you've been there for so many years.
Mr. Chair.
Alam namin na meron kang alam. To be honest.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, Congressman Abante.
I would disagree with you on holding back. I'd like to make a motion that we put Ms. Paterna in contempt, this committee, until such time that she tells us the truth about the corporation. So I move, Mr.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman.
Congressman,
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Anyway, Ms. Paterna, may motion na po. Naintindihan mo ba yung contempt motion ni Chairman Pante? Do you understand? Alam mo po ba yun? Ito, kasi Ms. Paterna, as far as I understand, pag sinight ka ng contempt dito sa House, you will be detained. No? Ngayon, yung contempt is part of our internal rules, Section 11 of our internal rules. At alam mo ba yung violation mo? Your violation is paragraph C of our internal rules, Section 11, paragraph C, refusal to answer important questions from the members of this committee. In short, you are lying.
Pasensya na po kayo, first time ko po.
Hindi,
Tsaka hindi
kaya
po
nga
ako
kaya nga in-explain ko sa iyo so you now understand the consequences of your refusal to answer pertinent questions. Kasi, sandali po, Mr. Chairman, who's the lady?
No, she's the lawyer, attorney.
Sandali po.
Please don't whisper to the to the resource speaker.
Sandali po.
Let her
Sandali.
answer, okay, on her own, okay? Unless the members of this committee allow you, to say something to your.
Mr. Chair, I would withhold the motion if right now Ms. Paterna will tell the truth.
Para sa iba pang karagdagang mga balita at impormasyon, ay huwag po nating kalimutang mag-like, share at comment sa video na ito, at huwag po rin nating kalimutang mag-subscribe to continue supporting us. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood, at naway tangkilikin po ninyo ang aming YouTube channel.